Well, welcome into the happy place to grow. I am so glad you are joining me for our Friday, day 5, week 12 session. We are growing our reading skills. So let's go to all of our Friday activities. We are feeling extra awesome today because we have completed another week of learning and growing. We're thinking about sounds in these activities. This is our first step to identifying. When we identify the sounds in spoken words, it's going to really enable us as we see print words, as we grow in our reading skills, to better be able to chunk out words or blend them together. So we're starting here, and this is our day 5 session. And as always, we're working together, one skill at a time. Now let's get started with rhyme time. Rhyme time's fun because you get to identify if two words are rhyming words. So rhyming words sound the same in the middle, the vowel and the ending sound. That's where the sound is the same. So they have a rhythm, they have a rhyme, makes things flow together. Thumbs up if they rhyme, thumbs down if they don't. I'm going to say the two words you're repeating. At home, you're showing me the yeah, I can see it from here. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and then I'll confirm. Let's get started. And then we'll have a break, a couple days up, but we're never breaking from reading. You know, reading is a dream come true. Once you can read, you can learn, you can grow, you can have fun and enjoy. All right, rhyme time it is. Here we go. Magic reading glasses on. Let's get going. Gave, wave. Gave, wave. You're repeating. Yes, I'm listening. Rhyme or no? Definitely a rhyme because they both say ave, not, and got. Say it at home. Not, got. Rhyme? No rhyme. Definitely rhyming. They both say ought. Team and couch. Really? Team, couch. Definitely no go. There's nothing about those that even sound alike, right? Like maybe they could trick us, but they can't because we're so awesome. All right, here we go. Flag, tag. Flag, tag. Thumbs up, thumbs definitely rhyme. They both say ag. Last two, peace and make. Really? Peace, make. Definitely a no-go. Peace and make? There's no rhyme there. All right, let's do activity 2. Whole word. We're going to be pulling out the very first sound. So I'll say it. You repeat it. You're going to say the beginning sound, and then I'll confirm. Here we go. Care. So say it at home. Care. Beginning sound is, yeah, it's k. Pick. Pick. Beginning sound, p. Heart. Heart. Beginning sound is, yeah, it's cheek. Cheek. Beginning sound is ch. That's a fun one. Last one, 2. Beginning sound is t. Oh, wow. Excellent. Now we are on to syllables. So we're going from rhyming to beginning sounds to chunks of sounds within a word. So with a syllable, it's a group of sounds that go together, and the sounds, the syllables build words. In this activity, we're blending. So we'll have chunk of sounds, syllable, and then syllable, and then we're going to blend together to form the word. Here we go. Work with me. You can do it. I'll say the syllable part, and then you repeat, and then do the motion, 2. And then I'll say the second syllable, right? And then we'll blend together. So you're always repeating, blending. Hey, we can do this. All right, here we go. Sweat, you do it at home, plus right? Sweat and put them together, those 2 syllables, sweater. So we've got part, whole. Let's keep going. Mitt, ends. So you do mitt, ends. Let's put mitt and ends together. Mittens. Sounds wintry, right? Zip, you do it at home, plus those 2 syllable chunks. So zip and together, zipper. Sled, plus ing. So sled and ing, sledding. One more to go. We've got this. Friend, I like a friend, plus Lee, right? So friend and then Lee. Let's put those 2 syllable chunks together. Friendly. I know you're friendly. All right, the next activity is we're going to be thinking about not first sounds, but last sounds. So whole word, we're going to say it out loud. You're going to shout out the ending sound. I'll confirm. Let's get started. Ending sounds. Last sound you hear. Not. You say it at home. The ending sound is t. Sad. Say it. Say the sound. Last sound. D. Give. That's a good one. What's the last sound? Yeah, it's v. One of my favorites. Seek. You repeat it. Seek. The ending sound is k. One more. We are off to a great activity completion. We're doing it fast because it's Friday. Last one. When. Say it at home. When. And the last sound is mm. It almost sounded like I was saying not. Let's go back to syllables. And this time we're going to be saying the whole word, and then we're going to be thinking about part. So what are the 2 syllable chunks that build that whole word? Okay. You know, this is a little difficult process because you're hearing the whole. And in our minds, we're always putting whole together. I know I do. So identifying the 2 parts, sometimes you have to really listen and think. But we can do this together. It's Friday. We got this. Okay. The whole word is stocking. So you're going to say stocking, and then we're going to part. So stocking, first syllable is stock. What's the second syllable? Yeah, it's ing. So stocking, if we pull those apart, stock and then ing. Let's keep going. Chimney, right? So the first syllable is chim. What's the second syllable? Yeah, knee. So chim and knee make up chimney. Reindeer, say reindeer. What's our first syllable in reindeer? Did you say rain? And then deer. Excellent. Present. Say present. So press. And then it. Good job. Okay, last one. Folder. Say that. What's the beginning syllable? fold, and then good. Folder, fold, and then Excellent. Well, let's get to now we're going to be taking a word and we're going to add an ending sound. So all these activities right now are going to be working with syllables, chunks of sound. So word, add a syllable, put those two parts together, and we'll have a whole word. This one's fun, and it's a little bit easier. So we have look, you're repeating, do this motion, look plus ing, right? So look and ing, let's put it together. Clap out that word looking. Next, small. You do it at home. Let's clap that word together, those part. Smaller. So point, ed, part. Whole word, pointed. Teach. So teach and What do we have? Teacher. And you too. You're a teacher sometimes too. And finally, mud plus E. Let's put mud and E together and we'll get muddy. Sometimes it's fun to get muddy, but your mom is probably not happy with that, right? Okay, we've added an ending syllable. Let's do deletion. Take away what's left. My favorite activity. So we'll have the whole word. We'll subtract a syllable and we'll identify what's left. Looking, now you said at home, looking, minus ing, what's left? Yeah, look. Smallest, minus est, what's left? Yeah, small. Pointed, you do it, minus ed, what remains? Point. You're on point, by the way. Teacher, say teacher, the whole word, minus what's left? Teach. It's what teachers do. They teach. Everyone's a teacher in some way. We're always teaching and helping others to learn, even you. Last one, muddy, minus E, what's left? Mud. Wow, good job. All right, you know what's behind me. Alphabet. We've got the greatest system of letters and sounds. You know it. Awesome. Okay, let's review. We'll do this quick. How do you want to do it today? Do you want to do a whisper? You want to do a song? You want to do, did you say you want to whisper? Yeah, let's get quiet. I'm going to point. Let's whisper the alphabet. Okay, I need to just scroll you down just a smidge down here. Let's get our whispering voices on. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now we've said our ABCs quietly. Thank you. That sounds lovely. All right, let's see if I point to a letter. Can you identify it? And at home, you can shout it out. The opposite of whisper is shout. I'll point, you shout. What letter is this? H, right. H. Don't startle your dog or cat or anyone in the house. Don't be that loud. Next one. S. Good. How about this one? I can't fool you. That's an E. How about M? Right. Let's do two more. Oh, this is a heart. Did you say Q? You are sharpening on the ball. One final one. Let's do the last letter of the alphabet. Twin Z. Z. Great job with your alphabet. You cannot neglect it. You must appreciate it and practice. Okay, Itsy Bitsy Spider. Let's complete our week with this cute little rhyme of the persevering spider that didn't give up going up that water spout. And there's a lot to be said about rhymes and songs and poems. We can learn opposites, rhyming words. We can get a rhythm going. All right, here we go. Let's just do the rhyme and motions and close out our week. Here we go. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and it dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider crawled up or climbed up the spout again. I've heard it crawled and climbed. I guess I've always said crawled up, but it climbed up. Could have climbed up on its web. Now think about itsy bitsy spider. Let's review those rhyming pairs. Well, of course, itsy and bitsy. And what else? Yeah, spout and out. Can you think of another word that rhymes with spout and out? I'm thinking of what we did when I pointed a shout. Yeah, cool. The itsy bitsy spider, yeah. He never gave up. And I know you are not giving up on your reading skills. You are growing and learning. Thanks for joining me on week 12. I want you to join me again next week. It'll be week 13. No, it's not bad luck just because it's week 13. It's fine. We are going to be growing together. And in the meantime, I want you to make sure you're practicing. You know, as you're driving down the street, let's see if you can identify signs that you see, maybe letters that you see, maybe words that you're reading or seeing in print. What's the beginning sound? Yeah, have fun while you're traveling. Even if you're at home, you can spy and identify, play games. And if you're so creative, maybe you can bake some alphabet cookies. I think that's what I'm going to work on this weekend. Okay, I'll see you next week, week 13. And as always, have a good one.